So, hello, my name is Samantha Brambis. I am a friend of Enoch Studs. He goes to my school here at GLCC. He had asked me to share my story, uh, and so here I am. And today is also my Salvation Day, so kind of wanted to make it special, even though I couldn't do a live feed. Um, so to start with, I um I didn't grow up in a well home. I was sexually assaulted in 2011. Um, and I didn't really have very caring parents. I didn't really have good grades. I was not one of the brightest students. Um, and then one night my dad decides that he wants to sexually assault me, and that was a very rough night. I told my mom what happened, and she ended up um, she just didn't end up doing anything, and it took me 2 years to say anything. Um, and then when that 2 years did happen, I ended up telling one of my friends. I was in my freshman year of high school. I ended up telling one of my friends about the sexual assault, and she ended up going to the school with it, and that was a day that changed my life. Because he had to leave my stepdad had to leave the house. My baby sister, whom I've known since the day she was born, she had to deal with basically shared custody, and eventually, throughout that year that happened, my stepdad and my mom ended up getting divorced. Um, and 4 months after he had to leave, actually, the one friend that shared about, or that ended up telling the school about the sexual assault that I faced, uh, he, she ended up taking me to my church's revival. And, it was a Tuesday night, April 23rd, 2013. And it was about God's love overflowing in your heart, and then you need it to be overflowing, and he ended up doing an altar call, and I ended up going up, which honestly I didn't expect. It was almost like I wasn't even the one walking up there. It's like God had something started before I even knew it. Now that I realize it. Um, so I ended up going up there. I knelt down. The next thing you know, every single teenager that was there that night, because like I said, I was in my freshman year of high school. Um, Ended up either placing their hands on my back or they placed hands on someone else that was connected to me. And the pastor came over, or the pastor's wife came over, ended up praying with me, and I felt something, and I knew what it was immediately, no question about it, and I knew I was saved. From then on out, I lived my life for Christ. I mean, it's been rocky. In 2015, I got to go see my stepdad for the first time. I also went to NYC, and I had my first year church camp. Crazy week. That entire summer ended up revealing to me what was going on in my house, and what my mom was doing. She was neglecting me. I was being malnourished and stuff like that, and so that was really hard. So eventually, my stepdad lives, or my biological dad lives in California. So I got to go out to California for 6 weeks, and when I came back, it was a week before school started, senior year, and then 3 weeks after my senior year started, I moved out of my mom's house into the pastor's family, actually. And if you can't tell, I've been living a lot better. And I'm a little obsessive with Dory. So, and then I ended up dealing with my children's pastor passing away. She was really close to me. especially considering I wanted to go in the children's ministry, and she was my mentor for that. And not even a year, or a little bit of a year after she started mentoring me, she ended up passing away unexpectedly. And I think that was the point that I ended up hitting my depressive state, which lasted last year, all summer, and I almost committed suicide last summer. And then I started school with still being in my depressive state, and so that was rough. And tonight we had a worship service, and I sat here and said what I was thankful for, and I was thankful for the students here. To be quite honest, I was thankful for the students because from the moment I got here, they barely knew my story. I mean, there were a few people I ended up sharing my story with, but I just never really fully shared it because of me almost committing suicide last summer and me being in my depressive state. I was always wanting to be in my room, and I dealt with a lot of stuff at the beginning of the school year in itself with friends and stuff like that, and I still am, but not as bad. And then I've gotten back to God, that's for sure. It took me actually about 2 months ago. I ended up getting back to God, or start on my road back to God. I mean, obviously, I feel a lot better now. Today, the depression isn't fully gone. Obviously, I still have my states. It doesn't help that I have cerebral palsy, which affects my legs. I can't walk like everybody, and I can't participate in a lot of events that I want to. So it's been hard, definitely, with struggling with the disability and not being able to do things that all my other friends can do. And it was hard to deal with my children's pastor passing, and then finding out that my grandfather went to the hospital. And by the way, he is okay. I still worry about my family. I may not be that close to my mom, but I still worry, even though I barely talk to her. So yeah, and today marks 5 years. I don't know if you can see that. It says April 23rd, 2013. I wrote it in red permanent marker. Today is 5 years since I was saved, and I am thankful for the students here at DLCC. I'm thankful for Enoch. I just encourage you to listen to him. He is an amazing kid, for sure. He's definitely changed my perspective here. He's from India, and he's amazing. If you guys want to know anything more detailed, more whatever, leave in the comments. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed to me yet. Like the video. Yeah. And for the friends that do follow me on here, that go here to school with me, or even, I don't know, but I do want to thank you. You guys have actually meant a lot to me, and I don't know what I would actually do without you. So, thank you.